ThaBoxingvoice.com. Here with the always fresh Shawn Porter.
Yeah.
What's going on, Shawn?
I'm good. Sorry about that. What's up?
Okay, so you were telling us about how they're making Keith's making you wait quite a bit for that mandatory shot that you've had for about a year now.
I'm confused by the things, the decisions that Keith is making right now, or lack thereof. I just don't understand what's taking so long. You know, if there's still a problem health-wise with your shoulder, say that. You know what I mean? Don't keep everybody wondering and waiting. But I know Keith. That's how he rolls. You know, Keith he wants you to be guessing. He wants you to be wondering and waiting and questioning and worrying and all that. I don't do that, man. That ain't how I operate. I'm not a worrier. I'm not someone who sits around twirling his thumbs. Y'all know me. I work nonstop. And you know, upon working nonstop for so long and getting one fight here, two fights, you know, this past year, and then, you know, one year before that, I need to, you know, be moving forward in a way that's productive for my career, productive for my goals and my well-being, you know. And saying all that, now's the time for Keith to step up, say what it is, say who he wants it to be. You know, I've tried to be understanding to the fact that you want to have a tune-up fight, but you know, opposite side of that, this is boxing. You never know what's gonna happen. You know, so he's put off this fight with me long enough, and I need to know what he's gonna do. Outside of that, I think we all here are in agreement that we think handedly Danny Garcia is going to win this fight tomorrow night. Danny Garcia is the only other guy out there that I want to fight. He moved up to this weight class 3 years ago, and in my personal opinion, has been somewhat of a delicate operation for him and his team in terms of their opponent selection, when and where they fight. You know, he had that fight last year against Keith, and after that he's been off for 11 months. That's too long, man. That's too long. That's too long for you. That's too long for me. You know, and you don't scream, there's nobody for me to fight. Don't scream, I want to make money. Whatever you got, I need. You know, whatever you need, I got. You know what I mean? And so we'll take a look at the fight. You know, I've been quiet this weekend. Stayed out of the press conference. Stayed out of the weigh-in, things of that nature. I want him to feel comfortable here. I want him to feel at home. I want him to feel safe. So when he sees me, he knows that I'm here for the business. I'm not here to play around. I'm not here to just talk. What you saw me do, Macho Man Randy Savage on Instagram, that was me having fun. That was me doing the best I could to make sure everybody knew that I wanted to fight you. You know, that was so I could get thumbs up, get likes, get looks, so people could see it. Now I'm gonna be in your face, looking you dead in your eyes. Then you know I want to fight you. What are you gonna do?
Are you gonna?
You the mandatory to fight me and Keith. Guess what? It ain't me and Keith. Now it's me and you. What you gonna do?
Are you gonna?
So, number one is to find out what Keith got going on. Number one is to find out what his operation is gonna be. I don't expect to hear too much from him. Again, I know how he operates. You know, it's a double-edged sword. You know, I can't knock it because, you know, it works for him. But at the same time, you wasting everybody's time. You wasting the sport's time at this point. You know what I mean? So
do you think it's like, because you said if it's an injury, say so, but do you think maybe it's a mental thing since winning the belts, some of the fire though?
You know what? I really don't know. I hurt my hand in my last fight, and when I think it's gone, something happens, and I'm just like, yeah, I thought this was gone, you know? But I keep moving, you know, I keep working and trying to ignore it. You know, it'll come up again, and I'm just like, damn. But I know at the end of the day, my job is to get in there and fight. No matter what's going on, I got to fight. I got to show up, show out. I can't let that hold me back. You know, I can't let that hold me back from making a fight. I can't let that hold me back from getting in the ring and doing the best I can to win that fight. So I don't know if he gets working, says, all right, I'm ready, and then he feels something, gets working, gets ready, and then I'm thinking something. I don't know what's going on with him from a mental standpoint that's holding him back. And obviously from a physical standpoint, that's the only thing I could guess. But whatever the case may be, like I said before, man, Keith, somebody's gonna tell you, even if you don't see this, because I hardly see the videos. Somebody's gonna tell you that Shawn Porter said you wasting his time, you wasting the sport's time. You want to be a WBA champion, a WBC champion. A part of that is fighting and defending what you got. It's time to do that.
Why do you think it's so hard for you to get a fight, Shawn? And not that you're doing something wrong, but the Berto fight took a while to materialize. The Thurman fight took a while to materialize.
It's
the
business.
What is it?
It's business. Especially when you get in the ring with me. I described it before. I'm a where do you go now fighter. When you get in the ring with me, what now? You done been in the fight of your life. You may have won, you may have lost. What now? You know, me and Keith, I don't know who else Keith can fight that's gonna be as great a fight as him and I put on. And you know, and not watching that fight for so long, after I watched it a couple days ago, I was just like shaking my head, like, man, like him and I both went through hell and fire. Him and I both put on a great show, and then I started shaking my head. Why haven't we done that again yet? You know what I mean? But for him, where do you go now? You know, I've had the fight of my life. Now I get in the ring with Danny Garcia. This is supposed to, you know, I'm unifying the fight, the belts. But the unification belt wasn't really, the unification fight wasn't really all it was talked up to be, all it was cooked up to be, you know? So I'm in large part of that, because after you have such a big fight with me, you try to move forward past me, but I'm in your rear view, you know, because anything you do after me is probably dumbing it down. If we're being real, it's dumbing it down.